Alright. Usually I like making videos where I'm outside doing something, but I mean, we're gonna go outside. Just being my trusty, bought one of these off Wish. It's kind of lame, but it falls over. It falls over actually. But since it's raining outside, anyways, I thought maybe we could go outside. I could look at some of my rocks that I probably haven't gotten a chance to show you. And we could at least do that. I wanted to do some weeding, but I don't know if you're anything like me, but I can't. The mud gets on my fingers, and then the mud gets on my hair, and then the mud gets on my pants, and then the mud, like, ugh, I can't handle it. The rainforest mud is the worst. That is for sure. Oh, I made a coffee. Okay. Coffee. Okay. And yeah, don't mind my mess. Okay, so there's my pile of rocks. You may have seen this in my other videos, but maybe you didn't get like a big look at it. And right now is not a bad time because they're all wet, and then when I do other videos, I gotta like, I don't know, to drag my hose over. My hose is blowing up, and I drag it all around the yard. It's a sad story. And a pain in my butt, actually. But since we got some rainforest rain going on, I bet you everything's got a pretty good color. So, I don't know. Let's check it out. This is where, like, an amalgamation of a lot of things are. So, in Bellacoola. Oh, we got a lot of green. There's a lot of green, there's a lot of black, there's a lot of red, there's purple, there's a lot of pink, a lot of yellow. I think we almost fucking hit it all, right? Grays, whites. I don't know. Yeah. Colors of the rainbow, actually. I think we pretty much got it all. So, and then like also like differing, a lot of people see some of the stuff that we have and say like it's an agate, right? Like I found this guy the other day, right? And you would think that that is an agate, and if you cut through it, right, you'd think maybe there would be a center or something, but I don't actually think that this guy has any swirls. I do have a bucket. There's lots of water. I haven't cut this open yet, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's got some swirls in it. Is it weird that I wear my hoodie and my hat? But these are actually like agates that I got from Cousin Holly there. From West Bank, West Kelowna area. So, like, yes, okay, yeah, but I have a better one where it actually shows like a different structure. I'll have to dig around here, and when I find them, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is the one, and I'll show you. But my rock hunting has kind of gotten out of hand. Say the least. That's right. That's what we needed here. Okay, so chalcedony, agate, jasper, conundrum, right? Because then here is, okay, the feel is off. Like, you can't really feel it like I can. But it could be a jasper, right? It could look like a jasper, right? Or these smooths. A lot of these rust-colored smooths. But I would say this is an oxidized slate. Just knowing where I like picked it from and stuff like that. And then like this guy too, right? Like, I brought this home because I thought it had gold in it. I would say this is like a red basalt, because we have a lot of irony. We have irony basalt because we have a lot of iron, right? Like, here's one of those boulders that I picked apart, just filled with iron, right? This conglomerate guy with the slate. And this thing, I made a short of this thing, you guys, and it was like a round disc. And that's probably like the closest that I've seen to a Dragon Ball Z around here. And if you look close, it's got crystals. The rain's really gonna start picking up here, so I don't know. I'll try to drag you guys around and do a bit more of it. And then here is, like, what was I watching today? Like, I don't know if there's gold in there, if I gotta smelt it and crush it, and holy, I'm not really interested in smelting. But some of these little crystals in here are so red, they could be little red quartzes. And this must be, some of this has got to be copper, or what do they say, galena, or I don't know. I find lots of those too. So I was thinking about maybe like just putting them in a pile of what we can have, a rusty pile, we can have a chalcedony pile, we can have like these basalts, green basalts. You always hear me running around calling them seenies. Well, they're really seenies when they're like this hard, wiry, and they have this very metallic sound. So, like, I keep pulling these guys out just because they look cool. This one especially. Where's my bucket? We could just sit here all day. This guy especially, because see, that blue, right? That is one type of tributary blue. Puts out a lot of these different blues, and like the marbled blue. The minerals. I was watching this thing the other day about the minerals. Okay, and then so like this guy. Came from the same spot, and isn't that cool, right? So the square, from what I can read, the like square formations are the minerals. Neat, right? And then we got these cool ass, there's like some sort of blue, this blue, looks like a tile. So I have a friend of mine, so like I feel like these guys came out of the same creek, okay? And this guy came out of a different creek. So what am I saying here? Super amateur, but I've kind of been using the creeks because I kind of like lived here my whole life, and I understand the creeks a little bit better, I guess, than I understand the geology, if that makes any sense at all, right? These guys, they're like tight and buggy, but this is very cool. Let's see, I wouldn't even bother to like bash that up, or maybe if I had a saw, I would saw that up, but you know, this little piece here, two prize pieces we really like. Sorry, I kind of lost what I was saying here. This pink quartz, pretty select. When I was in Kelowna, there was lots of it. This, I feel like this might even be a Kelowna piece actually, so that might be false advertising. But right, look at them beside each other, and this is like, we have a lot of this hard pressed together sedimentary stuff, which is super cool. A lot of lines, a lot of little stuff around here with lines, right? Like, I guess you could almost call that one, this guy could have been an agate, right? Because he's got the lines. So I almost keep them in separate. Sorry, there's bears in my yard, you know? Maybe you don't know. I also have a whole pile of these. This is some of the pieces of those like big carnelian balls I brought home. Not knowing much about gold, but just thinking, hey, maybe, right? So they would originally looks like something like this. This is how they look. Turf them open. So the cool thing, I guess, is then I can put them in, I put them in like earrings. We definitely have a lot of like basalts that grow on crystals. I just feel like, is it the birds or is it the bears? The birds and the bears. You guys let me know if someone comes up. Things like this. Love these. Like almost close to like what someone would call a dalasite or a flower stone or whatever. We're on the west coast. We also have these. And some in smaller pieces. This, you guys see me bust this up. We have a lot of micas around here, really huge micas. See the mica? So I just want to show you guys some of these because I gotta put some of this shies away, right? The red granite. I just feel like something's gonna come out of the bush and eat me. Definitely tell me if something's coming up behind me. Right? And like this. So smooth. Is it like a chert turning into a chalcedon stone? I don't know, right? Things like this. See all the different colors and the minerals? Like these are cool all day. I just kind of, I don't know. You've seen me bust open a couple of them just because I am interested to see, like here. Dude, even though it's mostly like a big piece of basalt, you still have those cool little crystals in it. Right, here's another piece of that. The gray, right? Like what is the gray turning into? Maybe a chalcedon, who knows? Okay, I have another one of these big guys. So, and then I've cracked a couple of these open, just kind of wondering if they had some gold seams in them, because you do see, like, look at all that pyrite. Crazy, right? So I found about 4 or 5 of these, and then one big one. And I don't know, I mean, they're gorgeous, right? So I was just kind of mystery to see what was in them, or if you, like, smelted them, or... But it like looks like pyrite to me. I just feel like unsafe in my own yard just because that bear the other day. Okay, and then so this ball, which is also very interesting. Like we're not sure if the blue, because I haven't like assayed it or anything, right? But the blue, is it copper? Or is it galena, or is it lead? Like you can see here, this stuff's really rubbery. So that's kind of cool. I popped this guy open, but not really any signs of oxidation. This is what it looked like on the outside. I have some kind of about the same. But chunks. And then like, no red. Whereas in like this guy, this is just a piece that clipped off the edge of a bigger piece. So he's got the black, but he's also got the red, which is cool, right? He's actually a part of this big piece, which I was thinking about like just getting sawed in half because it would be cool. It's just really pretty. Right? It's one of my first collection faves. So I know they shouldn't all just be piled here, but like, I just get to the point where I'm like, oh, what am I doing with all these rocks? Like, I like rocks that make me super happy, but then I gotta bring them home. You'll see a lot of them in my resin. We're pretty fortunate to have this like cool purple green. You find a lot of these, but again, I don't think it's untight. or I was making a joke about it. I guess it's not. This was another one of those balls, but I was way more interested in this one because it had like a ton of rusties in there. I didn't see any so much pyrite this time, but rust, Vogs. I still might smash up the rest of that guy. It's kind of still slated a little bit for destruction there. Yeah, and so like it just got regular like soft carnelian quartzes all day. Could show you those all day. I've actually been kind of excited lately because I've found a few yellow crystals in my garden, which is exciting. Like, not the robins are eating my blueberries, sorry. Like, not riches, definitely not riches, but you know, we bring home a lot of these cool whites. See the stripes on the whites? I don't mind putting that in a snail. Put that in a snail all day. Things like this. Nope, spider making a home in there. I'm gonna have to get up here. I'll just sit for a bit. Right? These guys. We kind of like anything that has lots of different weird holes in it. Oh, okay, stand it up. Stand it up. See, so like I said, I mean, this one could take all day. That's a big crystal ball. That's a big crystal ball. That was a victory when I pulled that out. And then just a lot of these and just track them on home, right? And so not everybody's gonna go. I just wanted to see if I could pan anything. Like, my next thing is gonna be these chunky slate crystals with the oxide in them, right? Like, doesn't that look cool? I have one somewhere that I cleaned up pretty good that you could like see inside a lot better. There's like gotta be something in these, right? This looks like a piece of gold ore. If I ever knew or saw a piece of gold ore, right? And even some of our granites are just like, I don't know. Don't mind my outside mess, you guys. I got everything out here. There's reds. Or sorry, greens. Stripy greens all day. This cool thing. I like this, right? I think I showed you guys that. It looks like pyrite, but it'd be sweet if it was gold. And it's got a little hole in there. Maybe there's something in there. I just want to like put a nail in there so bad. I guess. But then what do you do? This is super sweet. I always find lots of these and I kind of just call them Brecca. But I guess they're probably not Brecca. But I like them. I find a lot of them. And I call them Brecca. Like, here's another one. Bring those home. Oh yeah, this purple. I found this the other day and I showed you guys. Oh, in a short, but it was still dirty. Look at the purple. Those are just my extra totes, don't mind me. The purple. The red. It's pretty. It's very, very pretty. These blues. Like, this must be like the tightest rock around, right? Bull quartz all day. The pink granite. This guy, like, that's copper, right? Has to be. That blue shit. Or Galena. This guy was really cool. He was just like the mica on him, eh? So anyways, I'm sure I will do... Oh, and this. I don't even know what the fuck this was. Isn't that neat? Like, is it wood? Is it... It's got some red quartz in it. I dug it out of the dirt is why. Out of like a tree or something. They always look different when you do that. You know? This is a piece that I busted. Get that pretty cool shine in there, right? There's a shiny spot right there. I don't know what I'm doing, whatever. I found this in a gravel pit and I actually like put it in some vinegar and it looks like it might be full of crystal. I bet you too. Oh, here's that. Okay, so here's an actual, like this was like an actual geode that I keep meaning to show you guys, and you can see how it's got the different, the actual, it's a square, right? It's a square. So you can kind of see that. Oh, and this red. Oh, we got so many nice reds. And this must be a basalt. It must be a basalt, right? Blues. I'm gonna have to bring you back to this pile after I don't even know why I brought that, just because it looks cool. These. All day these. And green and blue. And that could be a chert, right? Pretty chert. Anyways, I'll do some more reading. Here's a little bit of my pile. I hope I get it tidied up. I kind of like to do them for shorts, right? I think this is a cool piece of whatever. Oh, and this is that weird, what is this stuff? Can you guys see how it's kind of grainy? Limestone calcite something. Oh, I almost forgot to show you this. It's dirty though still. On top of a weird basalt. I just love the it looks so cool, right? It looks so cool. Oh, and this thing, what is this thing? Would that be a chert? Stripey chert? What do you think? Anyways. Okay, guys, that's a long one. Here's this rock from my other video. And so we were watching, right? Is that lead? Is that galena? The gray? And then that's copper. Crystals. This was a very interesting rock. If you've seen some of my other videos, I smashed it up. But isn't that neat? It has so many colors. And that's an actual square formation, so that was cool. I don't know what that black is. I don't know what the green is. I don't know what the shiny gray is. All I know is it's cool, right? The brown. Okay, I'm gonna take you out of this. Probably gonna be finished now. Be finished. Walk over and check out my corn. Last few minutes, corn. If anybody makes it this far, now you get to see some corn. Besides, see, next time we do a video, I'll probably do that pile. And this guy's soft, so soft. That's that big ball I was talking about. And here's out my corn that I'm pretty proud of. Look how tall it is. Whew. Some of them might even have 2 corn stalks. It's so crazy. That is the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing around. Okay, so here's the bed that I took care of the most. I put the most compost in that one. I put the second amount of compost in that. And the third's up at the top, but it's starting to rain now. Hard. I'm probably not going to go up there. Probably should just end this video, and next time we'll pick up off my pile of rocks that is over here. And then we can do my pile of rocks that is over there. But yeah, look at that corn. Isn't that crazy? I think I grew the best corn in town this year. Billy Cool Gangsta corn. Well, anyways, you guys, thanks for looking at my rocks, because it was a long ass day. Mad Dog Mountain Arts Day in the jungle, in the rainforest. Now I'm gonna make shorts of my fucking hydrangea here. Look at how pretty it is. Yes. All right. Peace.